Amazing Eric Sports and laughs. It's all love. Ow! Oh my goodness, did you guys see the fight? Please tell me you saw that fight. Karolina Kowalkiewicz beats down, that's right, a beat down of Jodie Esquibel. Props to Jodie Esquibel for hanging in there. And if you didn't see the fight, don't worry, because your man has you taken care of. We're going to break it down and talk about the whole thing. It's your boy, Amazing Eric. Let's go, man. What is up, my people? It's your boy Eric, and I'm back here live with another one, some MMA talk coming for you right now. But what we're doing is we're just out rolling through the city. Since we're going to talk MMA, I had to get out and get some fresh air after I saw Karolina put that beat down on Jodie. We're going to break that whole thing down, but we want to see who we can see out here in the streets from the MMA world. Wait a minute, I see somebody right there. Hold on. It's Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade, I'm glad that you look. Karolina's right over here. Karolina says she wants to get it in with you next. Karolina, say something to Jessica. Look. Look. Oh, Karolina said, come get this work, Jessica. Karolina said, come get this work. Jessica Andrade, what you got to say back to Karolina? Well, Jessica, don't be so serious. You see, Karolina was kind of playing, and you look mad. Not right now. Why are you coming to the octagon? It's not tonight, Jessica. Chill out. Okay, not right now. Dang, Jessica be getting mad too fast, man. Anyway, okay, guys, seriously. All jokes aside, let's get it in. Let's talk about this fight. Karolina Kowalkiewicz, Jodie Esquibel. Karolina wins, unanimous decision. She's back, and Karolina came back tonight with something to prove. You saw it immediately. You saw that she had something to prove. We all know she was coming off the very disappointing loss to Claudia Gadelha. First round, rear naked chokehold, submission loss. She came back tonight, eye of the tiger, something to prove. What we saw in this fight was a great fight. Actually, both ladies put up a good fight, and I know you're gonna say, well, Jodie got beat every round, almost every minute of the fight. But Jodie had some moments. Jodie showed heart. Jodie showed passion, and I do think Jodie can come back from this. I do think there's something there to work with. Sometimes you see fighters lose like this, and you start thinking, maybe this isn't a sport for you. You need to stop. But Jodie did some things that we will get into. Now let's get into what Karolina did and how she actually just dominated this fight from round 1 all the way through to the end, round 3. Listen, Karolina came out, and if you've ever heard anybody, whether it's in the MMA, whether it's in the boxing ring, either one of the two disciplines, when somebody says they came out and they set up shop and they controlled the center of the octagon, or they controlled the center of the ring, if you've ever felt like when you heard someone say that, what they mean? What does that mean? I wonder what it means to set up shop, to control the center of the octagon. Please watch this fight. Watch Karolina versus Jodie. You will see exactly what that means. Karolina came out. She set up shop. She made her home right there in the center of that octagon. She controlled it. She was also pressuring. As the taller fighter, she was pressuring the shorter fighter. And that's another thing. Let me say this. For whatever reason, the tail of the tape has both of them listed at 5'3". Karolina was clearly the taller fighter. Somebody's lying. Karolina was clearly the taller fighter. But Karolina came out and she put pressure on Jodie right from jump. Whether it was the long jab, whether it was the straight right, whether it was the kick, whether it was the knee, she was constantly pressuring Jodie. Jodie started to try to move to get away, and Karolina then put on the second masterclass in cutting off the octagon. That's another thing, cutting off the octagon. If we're talking boxing, cutting off the ring, this is another fight to watch if you really want to see what that means. She cut off the octagon. She wouldn't allow Jodie room to move. And this is what happens when you cut off the octagon. When your opponent is trying to move, when they're trying to escape to their left, when they're trying to escape to their right, if you continually stay in front of them, make the octagon smaller, you don't give them the escape to the left, you don't give them the escape to the right, this puts tremendous mental pressure on your opponent, and a lot of times they start to give, they start to bend, they start to crack. That is exactly what we saw tonight. Karolina was determined to stay right in front of Jodie. When you would see Jodie try to wheel off to the right, try to wheel off to the left, Karolina stayed right in front of her, cutting off her escape exit, hitting her with jabs, hitting her with punches, hitting her with kicks. Another thing I noticed Karolina was doing very well, she was catching Jodie's right leg when Jodie would try to kick with her right leg, and she was immediately throwing a straight right hand right into Jodie's mouth. Jodie would try to strike with that kick, she would catch it. She would catch that leg with her left hand, and bam, she would hit Jodie right in the mouth. The knees were great. We all know Karolina has great knees. Here she is right here working on rolls. Here's some knees she dropped. Oh, that one hurt. There she is with those knees. She worked on the knees. She worked the knees to the face. She also worked the knees to the body. She did a great job at that. Now, I know we're pointing out all the great things Karolina did tonight because she definitely did do many great things. But you know what's on this channel? We have to point out both sides of the coin. Let's flip the coin because we have to look at some other things too. There is a weakness sometimes in Karolina that I saw. Sometimes she gets a little bit lax. She has these mental lapses with her defense, especially when she disengages from her opponent. In other words, if they're in a clinch, if they're in a scramble, and she backs away, sometimes she has these mental lapses where she doesn't defend and she's backing away. If you watch this clip right here she is right here getting caught by Joanna and she backs away, bam, kick lands right there because she has these mental lapses. When you get to the top level fighters like Joanna, you pay for this, which she did in that fight. Another thing she is very susceptible to is the lead right hand. Now, this particular punch we're getting ready to show you is not going to land. It's not going to land, but it's going to show you that Karolina can come in a little bit lazy sometimes, left hand low, and is very susceptible to that right hand lead. Watch, here we go. It's going to be against Rose. Let's check this out. Here we go. She comes in. Oh, it misses. But if you notice, look at the left hand as she comes in. That could have been major trouble for her. This is what I mean. She comes in a little bit loose sometimes with that defense, left hand low, and she can be nailed with the straight right hand. Jodie was able more than once or twice to land a lead right hand. Now that she has called out Jessica, we know that's something she has to clean up because we know Jessica has heavy hands. So while Karolina was completely dominant tonight, while she did her thing, while she showed us who she is and she can get her celebration on, go ahead and celebrate Karolina. Look at that. Look at Karolina getting her celebration on. Go ahead, you deserve it, girl. Go ahead and get your celebrate on. Anyway, while she showed us who she is and what she can be in the UFC. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? What she can be in the UFC. I feel like Don King or something in here. While she showed us what she can be in the UFC, she also showed us that there are things, like all fighters, that she still needs to work on. Come on, Karolina, you ain't got to get all sad like that. It's just a little constructive criticism from your boy. That's all it is. Oh, we still cool? We still cool? All right, we still good. Okay, I don't want Karolina all mad at me. We still cool. That's good. So I would say this was a dominant effort. Props to Karolina. Also props to Jodie. I want to say this again. Just because it was a beatdown, I like to see in a fighter when you're outclassed, when you're losing, if you mentally quit and stop trying to win the fight. Jodie, to me, kept hanging in there. There were times I thought Karolina was going to stop her. She did not want to be stopped. She showed a lot of heart. She showed a lot of guts. She shows that she has the heart of a fighter. I just would like to see her personally tighten up her technique, and I think she can have better success in the future. Okay, what do you guys think about the fight that just happened? What do you guys think about Karolina calling out Jessica Andrade? What do you see happening in that fight? Leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, stop tripping, man. Subscribe to your boy. If you have subscribed, good looking out, fam. All right, my people. We'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.